7 great uses for Evernote. That's what we're talking about today. Hi, this is Frank Buck, and this is the place to be if you want to get organized and make it look easy. What is Evernote? And what are some of the practical uses for Evernote? This question is often a difficult one for the person who's unfamiliar with the platform. In fact, when it was first described to me, I dismissed it as something I didn't need. My well-designed system of folders inside folders on my computer had served me well. Over time, my phone and tablet became more important in my work and play, and I realized how they lacked that neat folder structure. Accessing reference information was more of a chore. It was something that generally waited until I could return to my desktop computer. And then came Evernote. The notebook setup in Evernote provided the missing organizational structure. The ability to open notes was easy and quicker than opening documents. Notice I said notes and not documents. Today's digitally connected world is less focused on printed documents. It's all about finding and sharing the information we need and doing so at a moment's notice. Sometimes the best way to describe a new concept is to give people examples of how to use it and let them jump in. When you start experimenting, you generally find out ways to make it work for you. So let's get started with 7 uses for Evernote. First of all is recipes. Each recipe is its own note. Think of a note like an index card. My wife and I were baking a cake and needed to buy ingredients. No need to hunt the recipe. I tap Evernote on my phone and search for cake. The recipe with all the needed ingredients is the first hit. And if you have lots of recipes in your recipes notebook, further organize them with tags. Examples might be desserts, chicken, or salads. For the cook, this may become the most favorite of all uses for Evernote. And yes, I actually know how to make that cake, and it's a delicious one. Grab that recipe for yourself. Next is random pieces of information. When you shop for air filters, what size does your unit use? When you check into a hotel, what's your rewards number? What about the tag number on your car? What shirt size does Uncle John wear? Create a notebook called Personal Information. List these bits of information in alphabetical order. In my personal information notebook, I have a note called A through C, another called D through F, because you're going to have a lot of these little bits of information, and just organize them alphabetically. Next is gift ideas. As a whole, we're good at using our phones to snap pictures, but there's a problem. The result is just a picture. There's no explanation. And it's also lumped together with the other random pictures in your camera roll. In Evernote, tap the camera icon and snap a picture. Add text to explain what it is and what that picture means to you, and maybe who that gift idea is for and what you need to do about it. What might you include? Maybe the price of the gift, where you found it, and the name of a potential recipient. Tap the menu to select the gift ideas notebook as the destination. And when it comes time to buy, your information's all in one place. Next is medical information. Don't you love the waiting room experience? The nurse hands you that clipboard where you recreate out of your head every medication and ailment. Create a note in Evernote and put all that information there one time. You'll thank me for that one on your next trip to the doctor. Next is pet information. My wife and I have owned Shelties for almost our entire marriage. Each dog has a notebook in Evernote, and inside the notebook, one note provides all the adoption information about the dog, the microchip number, the age when we adopted the pet, and information about that pet's history. As an example, with one adoption, the rescue owner took a photo of the dog we were going to adopt at play with her friend, and he posted it as an unlisted video on YouTube and sent us the link. So we got to enjoy that video before we ever met the dog. So we created a notebook for the soon-to-be adopted pet, and we included a link to that video in her notebook. Later, we added a picture of her the day that she came to live with us. Another note tracks the weight of the dog at each visit to the vet. Each significant vet visit triggers creation of a new note for that visit. Next is trip information. Create a notebook for the upcoming trip. As airline and hotel confirmations arrive in the email inbox, forward them to Evernote. See an interesting article online about a place you're going to be visiting? Well, use the Evernote web clipper to put the full text of the article and pictures into the notebook for that trip. And owner's manuals. Search for and download digital copies of the owner's manual located online. And now create a new note and drag that digital copy into it. PDFs display very nicely, and every word in it is searchable. The best way to learn Evernote is to just jump in with both feet. You've just seen 7 uses for Evernote, and the more you use it, the easier it becomes, and the more you'll find uses for yourself. In your browser, go to the link that you see here and create your account today. Thanks for stopping by. And if you like this video, how about taking a look at these 2 videos right over here and consider subscribing to the channel for more videos. This has been Frank Buck, helping you get organized and make it look easy.